Nobody was ready for Gachiakuta Episode 1 because it didn't feel like a normal anime premiere. A lot of first episodes spend their time introducing the world, showing off some cool fights, and giving the main character a dream to chase. Gachiakuta did some of that, but then it hit viewers with a chain of events that just kept getting worse and worse for Rudo. By the time the credits rolled, it felt like the story had completely flipped upside down. Right from the beginning, you get a sense that Rudo's life isn't easy. He's part of the tribesfolk, a group of people who are looked down on by society simply because they're descendants of criminals, while the wealthy people of the sphere throw away perfectly good items. Rudo spends his time digging through discarded trash, fixing things, and trying to find value in objects that everyone else considers worthless. That alone immediately makes him feel different from most shonen protagonists. Then the episode starts building up something surprisingly wholesome. Rudo spends time with Chiwa, one of the only people who doesn't seem to judge him. He even fixes up a stuffed toy and spends half the episode trying to work up the courage to give it to her. Those scenes are important because they make you think the story is heading toward a typical underdog journey where Rudo slowly earns everyone's respect. Instead, the episode is basically setting viewers up for emotional damage. A huge reason episode 1 hit so hard is because of Regto. He's not just Rudo's adoptive father figure. He's basically the only stable thing in Rudo's life. He patches up Rudo's injuries, jokes around with him, and genuinely cares about him. There are several moments where Regto feels like the heart of the story. The problem is that Gachiakuta introduces that heart specifically, so it can rip it out a few minutes later. The turning point comes when Rudo returns home and finds a masked intruder murdering Regto. The scene happens so suddenly that it feels like the floor disappears beneath the audience. Before Rudo can even process what's happening, he's blamed for the crime himself. Nobody wants evidence. Nobody wants an investigation. The authorities basically look at a poor kid from the slums and immediately decide he's guilty. That's when you realize the series isn't just about monsters and action. It's about a completely broken society. What makes everything even worse is how quickly people turn on Rudo. The same society that already treated him like garbage suddenly treats him like a confirmed murderer. Even Chiwa, the person he cared about most, rejects him. The stuffed toy that represented one of the few happy moments in the episode suddenly becomes a symbol of how alone he really is. By this point, viewers weren't just shocked, they were angry alongside him. And then comes the ending that had everybody talking. Rudo is thrown into the pit, the massive abyss where society dumps both its trash and the people it wants to get rid of. Instead of dying, he wakes up in a nightmare landscape filled with mountains of garbage and monstrous creatures. The episode ends with him consumed by rage, swearing revenge against the people who threw his life away. Most anime premieres introduce a hero, Gachiakuta. Episode 1 creates one by destroying everything he loves first, and that's exactly why nobody was ready for it.